many people can start questioning whether they are the narcissistic one and can start finding themselves behaving in narcissistic ways around certain individuals. And this is usually because a narcissistic person is going to provoke those negative emotions within you, and they're going to bring the worst out within you. And when you find yourself no longer being the person you used to be and being somebody that you don't like about yourself around somebody, that's a big red flag that you need to step away from that person. As narcissistic people can be incredibly offended when you are at your best. They're incredibly unsupportive and seek to sabotage you and bring you down any way they can. And when you are at your worst, they're also very unsupportive unless they can use their support in a manner to gain attention from those around you of how much they're doing for you. However, they will happily pull the worst out within you and then mock you and gloat and be all smug that they've managed to draw that out of you. Genuine people want to be there for people at their worst and help them out and be supportive of people when they're at their best. Narcissistic people tend to not want to be there for anybody. They want everybody to be there for themselves. So when it comes to dealing with a narcissist, you can often find yourself behaving like a narcissist, and you can behave like a narcissist in a manner to protect yourself. So sometimes it's the intentions behind the behavior. When it comes to a narcissist, they're going to go all out to cause that intrigue within you, to wind you up, to get you going, to cause that curiosity, and it might get you to start snooping. And then when you find the evidence of what your instincts are telling you, you might, human nature, just go straight to them to say, look, I found this. And they're just going to turn around and say, wow, thought I could trust you. You've been through my things. And as we know, it's morally wrong to go through another person's things. We are then left feeling shamed of our behaviour and not the fact that they provoked that behaviour within us. So we work harder to please them for the things they're doing to us. They're going to go all out to build that resentment within us. So they will promise you your dreams and then deliver you your worst nightmares. They will triangulate you with people. They will impress strangers. They will be there for you 1 minute and drop you the next minute. So they begin to build that resentment up within you. And then once they've got you at that place, they bait you into the anger, and then when you lash out at them, they stand there and act all innocent and blame you for having the anger issues and the problems. Sometimes the person who is acting emotionally unstable is the very person who is actually being emotionally abused, and a narcissistic person gets a real kick out of this. They will film it and show it to other people, or film it and hold it against you, that if you were to dare leave them, they're going to publicise that information about you. They will go all out to create feelings of jealousy. Narcissistic people are some of the most envious people you could ever meet, and often believe other people are envious of them, and they will set the environment to cause other people to be jealous of them. So they will exaggerate their achievements. They will flirt with somebody in front of you, and you can just go and try and communicate how you're feeling, which is something you don't want to do with a narcissist, because you are giving them the ammunition. Telling them how you feel only helps them learn how to manipulate your feelings to better their control over you. So when you go and speak to them, they're just going to turn around and say, oh, is someone feeling a little bit jealous? Oh, is somebody a little bit envious? Because they want to feel superior. They're going to create feelings of hatred within you because they will go all out to spoil somebody in front of you. Narcissistic parents will do this with their children. They play their children off against each other to cause that divide and conquer, to cause that resentment and that hatred, where they go all out to spoil one person and ignore the other person, which causes that frustration and that resentment and that hatred towards another person that you wouldn't ordinarily feel. They're going to create feelings of paranoia within you. Narcissistic people can be some of the most paranoid people you could ever meet. However, they're going to create those feelings within you by setting the environment, by lying to you and hiding things from you and deceiving you, so that you start to question your sanity when they're gaslighting you. And then you're the one that feels like you're going off your rocker, not that they're the one that's causing you to feel like that. They're going to make you feel like you are greedy, like you're asking for too much. They want to raise your expectations to then lower your standards, to get you to fear asking them of things, as they accuse you of being selfish, or they get you to fear having your own values and beliefs and opinions and boundaries, as they accuse you of being awkward or stubborn or not being there for them. They can chip away at you to a point where your feelings are hurt, so you fall silent because you don't want to say something you regret, and you can find yourself feeling like you're narcissistic. Or you can fall silent on them because you've realised that's the only way to break free from them. You can find yourself calling them out on their actual behaviour, which is similar to when they're calling you out, although usually their accusations are usually unjust accusations and are most likely going to be confessions of what the narcissist is doing to you. They shift all the blame onto you and shame you, and whenever you try to communicate with them, it can feel like you're shaming them and you're blaming them because they fail to take responsibility for their behaviour. So sometimes it's not that you are narcissistic, it's that you are around a narcissistic person that's going all out to bring the worst out within you.